people immediately coming to Phil Robertson's defense. Former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. Good evening, Governor.
Good evening, Greta. How are you?
I'm very well. Well, this is sort of an interesting debate that has seized the country. I mean, even Harvey Levin, I've known Harvey for, I don't know, 20 years. He's gay. He says that he supports Phil Robertson's right to say what he says, even though he disagrees. But it certainly has set the country on fire.
Well, yeah, and this is becoming a discussion now, I think, outside of the legal realm, letting attorneys decide whether it's a free speech under the rule of law or not. And now it's becoming more of a discussion within the exchange of ideas in the public and private square and in pop culture, whether we're allowed to express our personal opinions without threats of intimidation and mockery and criticism and loss of jobs and revenue. It's becoming a greater, bigger issue than what it started out to be just a few days ago.
I think people will loosely use the term free speech, meaning that, that all of a sudden, people jump someone for saying something and that you don't jump others. I think that's sort of the inequity of, either we're going to let people trash talk or we're not going to let people trash talk. But on the same token, sort of let them, if the market wants to be such that people don't want to watch someone, so be it.
Well, that's right. And that's why I say, attorneys can discuss and argue whether it's a legal free speech issue or not. But I'm hearing a lot of people start discussing now whether in our, especially pop culture venues, whether we're going to be allowed without threats of a lot of intimidation and loss of opportunities to express our opinions.
Do you have, it's one thing to express your opinion. Do you have any problem, about the manners of how he said it? We don't talk about it on television much, but if you actually read the article, there's a rather graphic and at least I think, offensive description of it. There are two ways to say different things, and in the article, and I know he's a graphic type guy, but do you have any objection on the manners aspect, how he said it?
I haven't read the article. I don't know exactly how he said it. But, Greta, what he was doing was in response to a question about a lifestyle that he disagrees with, and yet he has said over and over again he doesn't hate the person engaging in a lifestyle he disagrees with, but in response, he was quoting the gospel. So people who are so insulted and offended by what he said evidently are offended by what he was quoting in the gospel. So, that's another interesting aspect in all of this.
Are you surprised by Cracker Barrel, which suddenly, which was appalled and apparently not so appalled now?
Yeah, they were appalled until they realized that, the majority of Americans are saying, come on, you guys, thicken your skin and quit being so intolerant of people expressing public opinion and private opinion. Cracker Barrel then, after just 24 hours, I guess, of considering what they had done to pull items of Duck Dynasties off their shelves and decided, that a lot of the population is telling us that we made a mistake. It's kind of amazing that just within 24 hours they realize that. I think that they made a mistake 24 hours ago by pulling items off the shelf, reacting as they did so quickly.
Governor, stay